rush days, the weekends are the busiest days for us. So we usually return back home late in these 2 days. That's why I didn't have a lot of time to study well for this session, but I hope I will be concentrated.
So now listen to me. Do you guys know what's the difference between many and much?
Yes, much for non-countable items and many for countable items.
طيب good. Yani, can I say many time or much time?
Much time.
What did you say a while
Many
ago?
hours.
Yes.
Many hours.
Many minutes, many hours, many seconds. All right. But a few time or much time, because time is uncountable. Okay. Unless you talk about times, like how many times, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. But for the time, the duration, that is the duration that continues for a long period of time, it is an uncountable noun. That's why I use much and less or few time. Okay. What about Rida? How was your day? What's up?
Nice.
What's up?
My day is amazing, as it was full of sleeping. It's studying.
Okay.
As usual, my day is only for sleeping. In the first place, sleeping. Okay, once you feel like عايز اقول بقى شبعت يعني من النوم يعني. And then do the activities you don't have much time to do during the week.
Yes.
So my day
and you've had enough of it. You've had enough of it.
Sorry? Have enough of it?
Yes, you've had enough of it. So I've had enough of it. Once I feel like I've had enough of it, okay, or I'm satisfied, okay, or I got enough sleeping hours, okay, but the best is I've had enough of it. All right?
Okay.
So I believe, I don't know whether you agree with me or not, gentlemen, but I believe that sleeping is one of the most favorite activities for the males all over the world. Isn't it? To what extent?
الحمد لله دي موهبة عندنا.
Huh?
It's a hobby يعني.
Yes.
موهبة عندنا واحنا بننميها يعني. احنا مولودين كده.
Yeah.
We try to grow it through years.
It's a mutual hobby all over the world. Sleeping 12, 15, 16 hours, no objection. Yeah? Even if 24 hours, that's fine, no problem. Which is really weird. You know, I believe that this is a mutual interest for all the males all over the world. Unlike the women. Women have, you know, just a few hours and then they feel like enough is enough. They can't, for me, personally speaking, I sleep around 4 to maximum 6 hours a day. After 6 hours, even if I'm in my vacation or weekend, I could never sleep more than 6 hours. I know that it's a very unhealthy habit, but this is me. After 6 hours, I feel like I feel bad. I started to feel like my health is deteriorating. My body is aching and I cannot sleep anymore. So this is, I don't know, unlike most of the males that I knew in my life, throughout the whole life, starting from my brothers, ending up with my husband, they're all the same. Sleeping is a hobby.
It's by nature because we do more effort than women's.
No, you just
and we have.
No. You just think so. Excuse me. It's just you know. It's just yeah, like just what do we call it? It's an imagination. You just keep on imagining this. But as a matter of fact, even housewives, you do not make much effort more than them. I don't think so. You just think so. Imagine a working, okay, let me tell you something. Imagine a working lady, okay, who starts waking up at 5 and then goes back home at 3, for example, then starts another task starting from 3 till the end of the day, 12. Working each second, okay, without a stop. Who is doing much effort, you or her?
But all the women's work involve simple work, simple tasks, not hard tasks like men.
Okay. Okay, you say so. Okay. All right. So whatever you say. Okay. I agree with you, Rida. No problem. Hazem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, Hazem. Are you falling asleep or I just
Yes,
think
hello, Hind.
it's just a hallucination? Do I see you falling asleep or what?
No, not at all.
Okay. You look very sportive today.
I did not sleep today. Yes, maybe because of the cat.
It's just the camera? Okay.
No, it's just the cap. Maybe the
Oh,
cap.
it's the cap. Okay. Yeah. But I believe that your internet is a little bit slow today.
Maybe if it is if it is very
I
slow,
think
can
you
close and open it.
Hello?
Yes. Is it slow now or it is good?
I think it's a bit slow, yes. It's a bit slow. Slow.
Can I close and open again?
Sure, no problem. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, today inshallah we're going to start our first writing task. Are you ready for that?
Sorry, reading or writing?
Oh yes, now you're reminding me that we should start with the reading.
Yes.
But you know what? I thought about it, and Rida, let me say something. Best listen. I prefer to start with the writing after the speaking for one reason. I want to allow you more time for you to send to me whatever number of writing assignments you can, because I want you to start to write as many as possible. So if I let the writing be the last thing to do, you won't have much time for checking and for getting enough assessment for your essays. So this would be much better for you. Okay, if we start now, it would be way better for you to have a better chance and a bigger opportunity to check your papers and to get your work assessed. All right? Well, for the writing, actually the writing won't take that much time of explanation. I believe that once you're done with all the techniques, we'll keep on practicing rather than explaining. So don't expect it to take so much time. So Mazen, Rida, and Hazem, the three of you will take a general module or a general or academic module.
For me, academic.
Academic. Why Rida academic? Academic?
Yes. Yes.
Why academic?
Because I I have to start master's degree in business administration, and I've already get a place in university in UK, but it's a conditional place till I get the have score which I lose in the best exam.
Okay, Mazen.
For me, I would like to retake the general test.
Hazem.
If I know the question, you are asking about the exam, right? The general or academic?
Which module? Yes, which module?
Yes, I will apply for the general test, because I just want to apply for the express visa entry for Canada.
Okay, great. Okay. So only Rida is the one who's not taking the general test. Rida will stay with us today, inshallah. Just to know the foundation or the basis of the writing task. Okay. Later on, after I'm done with writing task 1 and writing task 2, by the way, I don't know whether you know this or not. For the writing, the only different part in both modules is the writing task 1, but writing task 2 is the same. So task 2 in both modules are the same. Only task 1 is the different task. Task 1 in the general Mazen's and Hazem's exam will be writing a letter, whereas yours, task 1, will be a descriptive essay where you will be given a diagram or a table or a graph okay, with numbers, and then you will have to write it in a descriptive essay. You'll have to describe these numbers and transfer them into words, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, no big difference between task 2 and the basic of all the writings is 1. The basics are 1, so there's no big difference between this and that. You will attend with us task 1 today, okay? And I will teach you separately. I'll give you 2 more sessions for writing academic task 1, all right? But later on, after I'm done with writing task 1 and task 2 general. Okay, Rida? Okay. Start, Bismillah. Today, inshallah, we're going to learn how to, or what are the basis of the writing. If you remember, many times before, I told you that you cannot make a general or you cannot persuade the other party without following a certain technique, which is starting with the, someone please.
Introduction?
No.
You're talking about speaking or writing?
Speaking and writing, both of them. I said that I mainly have to start with the general idea. And then I move after the general idea to the supporting
examples.
Details first, supporting details, yes. And then finally, I end up with examples. Again, I will give you a very clear example of what I am saying. If I'm starting now with a general idea that, okay, most people prefer summer or prefer summer to winter. They find it easier or they find it much more fun. And that would be my main idea. What would your supporting details be? Most people prefer the summer to winter. They feel that summer is better than winter. Most of the people think so. What's your opinion? Or support this main idea with as many details as possible. Would you please try to write 3 sentences to support this main idea? Write them down. And then, yalla amazing, huh?
The first idea is due to university and school vacations, which usually be at the summer vacation, not at winter.
Okay.
The second idea,
which is usually, yes?
which is usually, yes.
Yes, during the summer vacation, yes. So they relate vacation to the summer weather, right? All right.
Also, there is a better weather for hanging out and outdoor activities.
Very good. There is a better weather for hanging out and the outdoor activities. Excellent.
The third supporting point is some people like the seasonal fruits like mango and dates.
Yes, salam. Excellent. Some people, yeah. So some people prefer the seasonal or the summer seasonal fruits like mangoes and dates. Okay. Excellent, Yamin. Rida.
Some people prefer The summer, because the climate in summer becomes more moderate and people can do and go everywhere. For example, they can go swimming, go diving, or go to any open area to have fun or to change their mood.
All right, that's amazing. What else? Are these 3 reasons?
أيوة 3 حاجات 4 كمان.
3 reasons? Okay. Maybe you just gave them, yeah, you gave them in sentences, yes? That's why I couldn't count them. Okay. Okay, anyway, it was so good. Thank you very much. Amazing. Hazem.
Okay. The first sentence, during the summer, we are usually enjoying the beach time.
Yeah, Hazem. Are you talking about something you're doing now?
Yes.
Is it something you're doing at the current time now? Or
no. It's a habit, yes.
So?
We usually enjoy the beach time.
It is a fatal mistake يا حازم. وعلى فكرة كل ال speaking
الvoice notes
عملتها كل الvoice notes ال speaking tests اللي عملتها كان فيها same comment.
نفس الغلط.
Yeah, you have to differentiate between the present simple and the present continuous, please. Okay? Talking about a habit or a fact, use the present simple. Something that is happening now, so then you can use the present continuous. ما ينفعش أقول I am liking watching or I am watching TV or yes, I like watching TV, but I'm watching TV. This means that you're describing something that is happening now. I like watching TV, then this is your habit. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I mentioned now, we usually enjoy the beach time. That's right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The second sentence, personally, I love the summer as it is usually during my annual vacation. Okay. I do love summer as I like the summer clothes more.
Okay. I like the summer outfits. It's better than clothes. I like the summer outfits more. Very good examples. Excellent. احنا كده بنتكلم في ايه؟ بنتكلم في البيزس بتاع or the foundation of how to do a very good writing. This is the base of a very good essay. Well, essays, they differ from one genre to another. Genre معناها type of writing or type of reading. Genre معناها نوع, a kind of, okay? So, for example, if you're writing stories have many genres, يعني fiction, science fiction, non-fiction. دي اسمها genres, types, kinds. كمان in writing has many genres, like writing a letter is one genre, writing a persuasive essay, argumentative essay, opinion essay. وده كله هنتعلمه دلوقتي بنعرف الفرق ما بينهم. المين فوكس دلوقتي بتاعي على زي ما قلنا ان احنا المبدأ الاساسي في الرايتنج هو انه to start with the main idea and then I go for supporting details and examples. Let's see how would I write a letter. Let's share my book first because I want you to have a look at one of the letters example or the letters writing prompt. And what do I mean by writing prompt? A writing prompt is the question that will be given to you by the IELTS examiner in the writing section. So let me share my book with you right now. Okay. Here we go. The resources. Cambridge 12. I know that I'm not sharing my book with you yet. I know that. Okay. Okay, so Bismillah, share screen. Here we go. Here is Cambridge 12, right? General training. So let's start with the first writing task, which is, here we go. Writing is usually the last task that will be given to you.
Miss Hand, quick question, please.
Yes.
Did we finish this?
Did we finish what?
The speaking part, right?
Yes, we're done with the speaking part. This is our 5th class. We're done with the first 4, right? The first 4,
Yes.
we will take 4 classes for each section. So we'll have total of 16. 16 times 2 is 32 hours. We're supposed to take 30 hours, but I will extend it to 32 hours. And I would prefer to extend it to 35 hours. One last session will be just like a mock exam for the whole test. We'll do it together, inshallah. Okay? So, and this will be an unpaid service. Here, if you have a look.
Thank you a lot.
You're very much welcome. By the way, my hours will be extended based on whatever your need is. So I'm not very much limited with these 30 hours. I know whether your time is limited or not, it won't be, like based on whether your time is limited or not. My conditions are a little bit different than yours, okay? Mine and my priority is whether you're done with this speaking task and you have already mastered it or not. Not only the speaking, I mean, the same goes for all the other tasks as well, or parts as well, okay? Yalla, let's have a look at this writing task. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. Well, I don't know whether you know this or not. For the writing, we'll have task 1 and task 2. In task 1, you will be asked to write at least 150 words. In task 2, you will be asked to write 250 words. In both of them, you will be given an hour to finish writing task 1 and task 2. This 1 hour must be divided into 20 minutes for task 1, 40 minutes to task 2, 20 minutes in task 1, and 40 minutes in task 2. And again, here, if you look at the first line, it's written you should spend about 20 minutes on this task. Actually, they will tell you that the writing time has already started, and they will give you 1 hour. You're free to divide it the way you want to. So they won't say anything, or they won't announce anything after 20 hours, all right? So you have to keep an eye on your watch. After 20 hours, you must be done. It's not should. You must be done with task 1 during these 20 minutes, okay? Now, let's read the task. And again, before I start, Malish, another thing that I want to clarify. Actually, there is a writing answer sheet in a PDF format that I really want you to download and start writing on. Why? Because in the exam, you won't be given time to count your words. So you must be familiar with the number of words that you write per line. So because some people's handwriting is a little bit big, so they can write less than 10 words a line. Other people's handwriting is a little bit small. Therefore, they can write more than 10 words per line. Therefore, I want you to familiarize yourself with the length of the line of the real A4 size question paper or answer sheet paper. Okay, so download the PDF file or answer sheet, and whenever you are giving or whenever you're writing a task, please get yourself familiar with it. Write in it, use it for writing, and then inshallah you count how many words do you write per line, and then you count the number of the lines you write. The number of the lines you write. The least number, if you're writing 10 words per line, or if you write 10 words per line, then you have to write 15 lines for task 1. That would be the least number, but please don't write 15. Then 17 lines would be the least number you can write. You can write more, and you better write more than 50, because they say that 150 is the least number you can write. bearing in mind that all the articles like a, the, and are numbers, are words. They are counted as words. On, in, at, next to, between. Next to is two words. On is one word. Okay, all the small prepositions, the articles, the numbers. Numbers are words too. Okay, so please, but again, when you write 1943, is this a number or a word or four words? One, very good. So 1943 in digits, يعني 1, 9, 4, 3 is one word. But 19 in letters, 1943, these are three words. Understand? Okay? So in digits, it's one word. In numbers, it's three words. So again, bear in mind the number of words you write per line. Then you multiply this number times the number of lines you already wrote. And finally, you have to add more to it. Okay? Okay, and now let's start explaining how to write a good letter. By the way, this is very important and very beneficial for you, even to you, Rida, because this will enable you to do a very good correspondence with other people that you're corresponding with or sending emails or letters to. Okay? So let's read this writing prompt, and we are going to do it on the board together. Then I will give you some time to do it yourself later on, all right? To start writing on your own. So you should spend about 20 minutes on this task. You work at home and you have a problem with a piece of equipment that you use for your job. Write a letter to the shop or the company which supplied the equipment in your letter. Describe the problem with the equipment. Explain how this problem affecting your work. And finally, say what you want the shop or the company to do. Write at least 150 words. You do not need to write any addresses. Begin the letter as follows: Dear Sir or Madam. Okay? So now, what am I supposed to do? I think that you all have the books, the hard copies of this book, Cambridge 12, right? I want you please to open this page and to start circling the most important words. It's on page 29. Open it now. Okay, the hard copies, open them now, and please make sure you circle the most important words. Try to think with me, what are the most important words in this writing prompt? I need your answers, please.
And do you mean the most important words in the box?
In the box, yes.
Describe.
Okay, before describe, there is something else. You're giving me a problem. The problem is already mentioned here, which is...
Yes, the equipment.
Correct. You have a problem with a piece of equipment that you bought for your job, all right? So this should be circled.
Yes.
And remember, you work at home. Home again is circled because this is the problem that you have now. Okay? Then write a letter to the shop or the company which supplied the equipment. So to whom am I writing this letter? Is it a formal letter or an informal letter?
Formal. It's a formal letter.
Formal. What is the difference between a formal and the informal letter? I'm going to explain now. But after we specify again the most important words here. So number 2, what should I circle? Number 1, as Hazim said, describe the problem. Number 2,
explain.
Very good. Explain what?
Explain how this problem affecting your work.
Good. So explain the problem. Explain the
Yes.
problem. And how is it affecting? So explain and affecting are the
And affecting.
good. Number 3, say what you want the shop or the company to do. Where's the clue word here?
What you want. What you want.
Excellent. What you want is my clue word here. What you want. What do you want the company to do or the shop to do? Okay? So
Yes.
now, in my brainstorming, I'll have to keep this in mind. So can you see my board
Yes.
Yes.
clearly? Okay. So, first of all, I have to know or to differentiate between a formal letter and an informal letter. In the formal letter, formal and informal letter. Formal letter, first of all, I have to differentiate between them, starting from the person you're sending to. In the formal letter, you're sending to a boss, manager, a company, all right, or an employer. Whereas the informal letter is usually sent to your friend or family member, neighbor, or someone you already know who is close to you in age or in position, right? Someone close in position or age. This is number 1. Number 2, whether I'm allowed to speak in a formal language or not. Okay? Here, in the informal letter, you can use slang language. Slang language. And you can show your emotions. Showing emotions and feelings. So here, I can easily and simply say, hello, how are you? Long time no see. I missed you so much. What a fantastic day. I was upset with her. And then I put an exclamation mark to show my frustration and my anger, okay? Whereas you can never do this. In your formal letter, no slang language, all formal. You have to use formal words. Number 2, no feelings, but facts instead. So in the formal letter, this is why you cannot, for example, use the exclamation mark which shows feelings. Not at all. It's not allowed to use exclamation mark. Because, when you say, I am really mad at her, this means, and you ended up using an exclamation mark, this means that you're frustrated and you're mad and you're angry. Whereas you cannot use this for the formal letter. In the formal, you cannot express your feelings, okay? You have to use many other alternatives, like trying to express facts, no emotions and no feelings are allowed, okay? Number 3. So
Please, what's the meaning of slang language?
slang language is the language that we use in everyday life. Like when you talk to someone who is very close to you, you can say, for example, hey, what's up? Missed you. Come on. Okay, this is like everyday life language. And, there are a lot of shortcuts and no formality. You're very casual. It's the casual language, casual words, okay? Right.
Okay.
Another difference, a very, very important difference. Is this my phone now? Okay, sorry. Okay, so pardon me. Another thing which is using contractions. Contractions. What do I mean, Mason? Do you know what's contractions? What do I mean by the word contractions? Mason? Don't tell me your microphone is not working again.
I can't remember.
Your microphone is not working. My goodness.
You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
But I don't know about contractions.
You don't know what contraction is. خلاص خلي الميكروفون muted No contractions. Contraction معناها instead of saying I am, I write I am. Instead of saying I will, I write I'll. Instead of saying will not, I write won't. Instead of saying should have, I write should have. Contraction means putting two words together, right? Instead of saying cannot, I write can't. Okay? Putting two words together to make it one word. Putting two words together to make one word. So this is the contraction. Is the contraction form allowed in my formal letter? Never. So please, in the formal letter, never write I am. This is a very inappropriate language. Inappropriate يعني حاجة عيب إنك تعملها. You can never do this. If you're talking to someone or writing to someone who is very